Good afternoon and welcome to the latest episode of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industries. This episode is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables, and now supplying wide format equipment. Global print and packaging research analyst Smithers says its modelling shows that digitally printed packaging will grow by 12.8% every year for the next 5 years. A CAGR of 12.8% for 5 years represents market growth in that time of 80%, or almost doubling its size, the size that it is today. Smithers says that digital packaging print only takes 1.1% of the market at present, but it represents 3.9% of its value. It says that inkjet packaging print systems pose a direct challenge to older analog presses as quality improves and as they become more cost competitive for longer runs than has been the case up to now. According to Smithers, the benefits of digitally printed packaging, those solutions of shorter turnaround times, less wastage, greater scope for customization, integration with online design and ordering systems, all align with calls for greater versatility from packaging buyers. Flexo, of course, remains the most widely used print process in packaging, especially for high volume corrugated boards, labels and flexible formats. It accounts for 52.6% of contemporary output. Gravure and offset litho also remain popular, mainly for printing higher quality graphics on folding cartons and flexible packaging materials. These account for 20.1% and 17.9% of packaging and labels volume respectively. Smithers also says that print service providers are adapting to changes in packaging materials. It says the drive for greater sustainability is pushing converters to use more paperboard and coated paper stocks, as well as thicker monomaterial polymer formats in flexibles. The Visual Media Association has released new insights as part of its Open Up to Mail campaign. And those insights highlighted the significant reach of for charitable organisations through traditional media, printed media. 1/3 of recipients said they retained charity letters for an extended period, putting them in their to-do piles for further actioning and keeping them with personal letters. VMA says printed communications outscored digital emails by many times. It says roughly 2/3 of all Australians, 66%, read promotional material that comes into their letterbox. The average Australian, though, leaves 1,215 personal emails unread each year, whereas 84% of personal letters mailed are read immediately. VMA will host its third Insight session focused on retail and brand marketing in the Letterbox channel in Melbourne on next Friday, 18th of October, 10:30 a.m. Those interested can register on the print21.com.au website. Go to the story there and follow the link. Women in Print has opened up applications for patron roles in New South Wales and Queensland, giving the industry's women in those states a rare opportunity to contribute to the board of the organisation. The opportunity comes about following the departure of existing patrons Debbie Burgess for New South Wales and ACT and Morag Pugh for Queensland, two long-time women in print champions who have been instrumental in supporting the community, the women in print community, and driving positive change for women in the print and broader visual media industry. Go to print21.com.au to the story, click on the links to download the application form. Those applications are open from now and they'll close until on the 31st of October. LIA Victoria has issued a warm invitation to all people in print to enjoy a tour of the Marvel bookbinding and print finishing production facility in Heidelberg West. The visit, slated for Thursday 7th of November, will be the final technical event from the LIA Victoria's calendar in 2024, and it'll feature a tour of the facility, which is Australia's largest privately owned print finishing business. And there will also be, of course, networking and drinks and canapes. Owner Wayne Eastor and General Manager Richard Eastor, his son, they'll be hosting the event and leading the tour groups alongside some of their key staff. And that will give attendees access to experts for all their questions. That's it for this week's episode of Print21. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories in depth and more. You'll find them there on the industry's only print news website. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.